What's good, YouTube? It's your man, Turn Me Up, Tony. Back at it with another reaction video today. Oh man. So this video, I'm sure a lot of you can relate to. I'm relating to it as much as anybody right now. The topic is finding a job got even harder. This is one of the things that's plaguing society right now, is that it is almost damn near impossible to find a job, even from the slightest skill set. Even just finding a damn part-time at Mickey D's looks like it is gone extinct. This is post-pandemic. It is hard out here. You know what? Without further ado, we're going to get into this video and we're going to react to it because I'm pretty sure y'all all can relate to it as well. It's hard out here. So let's get it.
And another thing, because this gets me heated, unless you've been on a job search in the last 2 years, you do not know how bad it is out here. The job market is trash, basura. It's been bad. I'm talking about applying to 20 jobs a day, reaching out to recruiters, doing this on LinkedIn, and hearing crickets. People are trying. People are not lazy. And then people who have a job give the most useless advice, like, why don't you tailor your resume to every single job? You don't think that I've done that?
Rule number one, a lot of people have been saying that as well, about tailoring your resume, or won't you put this, or won't you put this keyword? It don't work. I've heard that all these companies literally have like some AI generated robot that they got accepting or rejecting applications right off rip. So niggas can't even get their foot in the door because you got a damn robot telling you if you valid or not. We already got a losing advantage right off rip. So I don't want to hear anybody talking about, oh, this tailored. It don't work.
Your job is hiring and you have a referral, zip it.
Once again, we're diving down that TikTok rabbit hole, and people are trying to figure out what the hell do they have to do to get a job in 2025. Is it lie on your resume? Is it ask for a higher salary? Is it apply for 50 million jobs? I hope you guys enjoy this video.
Lie on your resume. Swear to God, it works. Hiring departments do not double check. After your first job out of college, these employers don't check. They don't contact the school for transcripts. They don't contact to see what you studied. Nobody ever asks for proof. They just assume if you're not completely out of the water, you know how to do the job, you just don't have the qualifications to lie. Obviously, employers are going to feel some type of way about it, but like they're the ones who are lazy, who aren't going to do any back.
The thing that's crazy about this too, how are we going to sit here and say, you know what, we're going to do all this groundwork to apply to this job and then get rejected just to say that we're not qualified to do the job? Isn't that what an interview is for? Like seriously. How are you going to know if I'm fit for the job if you don't even give me a damn interview? You're automatically rejecting my application right off rip because I don't meet a certain criteria. It's crazy. And it's like, not to mention for certain skill sets and whatever the case may be, like, can't you just be trained on those things? Like, what happened to the old school way of like, hey, I need a job. Oh, really? You know what? Let me interview you to see if you will be a great candidate for the job. Let me see, what's your work ethic? What's your background? Are you willing to learn and be trained? Why is that so hard for these employers to understand? Why do you expect to get the cream of the crop off of a damn application process when you could be missing out on so many potential candidates just because you got your damn AI robots doing the job for you and you and I even checking yourself? That's how lazy the employers look. Like you're more lazy than the actual people who's filling out the job applications.
background checks. It's like, what about references? Most of the people you give them, they're probably not going to even call. And here's the thing, I don't like
Crazy.
that. I've been too truthful in a lot of interviews I've been on because I take a different approach. If you really just need a job, you could say you've got a master's degree from whatever. No one's going to question it. Companies are lazy.
Guys, people are really underestimating how hard the job search is in 2024. Hundreds of applications, hundreds of rejections, being ghosted by recruiters, getting to the final round, and then being rejected. The job search in 2024 is absolutely brutal.
Is anyone else applying to jobs and going
It
through
is.
the exact same thing? A job posted this week, over 100 applicants. Posted 5 hours ago, over 100 applicants. Okay, this is crazy. 1 hour ago, over 100 applicants. I actually feel like applying on LinkedIn and Indeed is dead. Well, it's alive. You'll just be applying against thousands of people. In 2020.
And it's like, at this point, it doesn't even matter if you have a degree. That's just a certificate to say, congratulations, you played yourself. You've been finessed. What was the point of me busting my ass in school to obtain this degree when these jobs are not even going to even put me in consideration? I know people who have masters, bachelors, and they still can't find a job. Oh, you're not qualified. So what was the point of me getting this degree? What would be the point? Just to hang it on a wall, just to say, hey, it looks nice. You know what? I got my degree. I spent 4 years to put myself in debt, eat a whole bunch of college food, just to sit here and say, you know what? This looks good on my living room. This looks good on my living room wall. Right next to the family portrait. Say hello, kids. That's what we do this for? Because these jobs are not taking any consideration. You know what? I literally think these jobs are just finessing. I think they don't want to hire people. They just wanted to do it to probably make it look good. Maybe their company has to cut costs. Employees is another expense. The more people you hire, the more money you got to pay. We're in a post-pandemic of 2025. Things don't look like it's getting good. So maybe that's why all these jobs is out here trying to, be lackadaisical and make it seem like they're hiring. These niggas ain't hiring. They don't care about the everyday working American. They just care about how much they can preserve money and how much they can make more of it. That's all they care about. They don't care about the people who are actually willing to put in the groundwork to set a solid foundation for themselves and their family that can sustain for a long period of time. There's things that we need. There's things that we want. We're trying to make a living for ourselves. It is hard out here. Do you see the prices of groceries? Look at rent. How is rent even have the audacity to be going up when none of these jobs are hiring? You would think it would go up if the job market is popping. Cost of living is pop. Bro, the cost of living it's damn near extinct. It's hard to survive out here, bro. People are living outside in their cars. That's how expensive it is. But here you go. This is the world we live in 2025.
I think I'm just going to be prioritizing networking, meeting people in person, making meaningful connections, and also private job boards. If you're in Toronto, the platform that I'm going to be joining is called Terra. Right now, it's just on early sign up. It's a networking app that's coming to Toronto where we're going to be able to see events in real time, and you're going to be able to match with people who actually have the same interests you have. But the part that I am the most excited for is the private job board, because I need to start applying to these jobs that are on these boards before they make it to LinkedIn. And there's thousands of applicants.
Is anyone else sick and tired of this job market that we're currently in?
Damn, he came in hot. I was not prepared for that whatsoever. But let's listen to what my man's got to say, because I'm definitely sick and tired.
Of course we're tired. I've applied to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of jobs at this point. I haven't found one job that asked for 10 years of experience for an entry-level job. So when I filled...
Ding, ding, ding! That right there is crazy. I've seen some jobs, like far as especially in tech, where they have these entry-level positions and you still need about 10 years of experience. How? How is it that the fact that 10 years ago you wasn't even in college? You wasn't even in that. What is the point of college if you need all this damn experience? So I gotta wait till I'm like 45 to get a damn decent tech job because I need experience? And what are you there for? You can't teach the job? If I at least have a basic understanding, a solid work ethic, what is it so hard for you to equip me with the necessary tools and everything else that I need to be successful at the job? It's entry level for a reason. If I had 10 years of experience, bro, I'll be starting my own startup. Why would I need to be starting at an entry level for? Just for my own benefit? Oh, because I love tech so much? True. But it's like, that doesn't negate the fact that if I'm going to put in all this time, I'm going to want to at least reap the rewards from it. 10 years of experience, I should be making quadruple figures. Not starting at an entry level, which is going to pay you what? Maybe 60? Maybe 70? That depends on where you at in the United States, bro. Come on, y'all jobs gotta do better, man.
Filled it out, and they asked me how much experience do I have. I told them I have 99. I have 99 years of experience, and I project managed for Noah's Ark. And you know what? I heard back from them. Are people serious that they would consider 99 years of experience? I should be retired. I should be dead, maybe. And that's what it takes to get a response back from employers?
That's funny.
Could someone tell me what I'm doing wrong? I have been applying for a minimum of 10 to 25 jobs every single day for the last 3 months, and I've been doing it consistently. I haven't even received a rejection letter. It says, thank you for applying, and then no word. There's no application status, there's nothing. My last real job, they fired me because I didn't want to take advantage of small business. I have gotten calls and stuff, and it's always, oh, you're overqualified. But then other jobs, I'm underqualified.
Listen, don't cry, sis. There's no reason to cry. I feel your pain wholeheartedly. It is not your fault whatsoever. You've done everything you can, and you continue to do everything you can. We're living in a time where a lot of things are hitting the fan. We got rumors of wars. Trump is signing a whole bunch of executive orders. All these politicians, all these things, the cost of living, everything's getting expensive and whatnot. It is not true. It's the time we're living in. We're living in an unpredictable, unprecedented time right now. We don't know what's about to happen. Truth be told. Shit, AI could take over and then we all gonna be out of jobs. That's probably why these jobs are not hiring. Maybe AI is about to take over. And that's the only logical explanation that I can really think at this point. Because if there's no exact reason why you can't get a job without the interview process, and they're just trying to label all these excuses, oh, you're overqualified or you're underqualified, something that these companies and these CEOs must know. There must be a whole change of direction in our economy. Maybe we're about to get into digital currency. We don't know. I think that's going to be the thing that happens. I think right now, jobs are preparing. Jobs know something that we don't. So it's not your fault, sis. Don't be overwhelmed by somebody else's problems. And I get it. Because essentially it becomes our problem too, because we're just trying to make a living. We're trying to feed our families. We're trying to at least, have the decency to enjoy the fruits of our labor, to be able to live in this capitalistic country. But don't cry. We just got to maneuver. We got to adapt. This is another time in history that we got to figure it out. They did it in the Great Depression. They did it with all these different time of events that occurred in our history. So we just got to find a new way to adapt. Maybe you should start a YouTube. Maybe you should start your own business. Maybe we should start learning how to be more self-sufficient. That might be the answer.
What is it? I am very proud to be Thummel, by the way, but on my resume, I don't put my last name anymore because it is very traditional. And I don't even want that affecting my, like, if people are not going to, like, even talk to me. And then on top of that, everything is expensive. I don't even want to do much with my money. I just want to be able to take care of my dog. Don't worry, I'm not going to cry on camera. Okay, so I have, like, a problem with being too honest, apparently. So I've been working on it by not speaking.
There's nothing wrong with being too honest.
I don't know what else to do. Do you know how embarrassing it is to move back to your family's house at the age of 26? I thank God every single day for not.
I thought she was younger.
A kid. Like, a kid would obviously be a blessing, but I couldn't imagine what other people are going through with kids.
I mean, you got a dog. A dog is just expensive. Not to say that a dog is equal to a kid, but that's another expense. All that kibbles and dog food, that gotta add up. But yeah, having a kid at this time, yeah, it definitely is not the most ideal thing, especially in today's economy. Everything is so damn expensive. Formula probably like $200 right now. They probably taxing that. You know, so it's the world we live in. This is our new world. America 2025. We just gotta find a way to overcome and just get better from it. I don't know what that starts with. God.
Stupid thing about this is I hate crying, and I usually don't cry, but yeah, I don't know. I just want a job. I'm not saying I don't want free money. I want to work for it. I want a real job. I want a good job. It could be minimum wage. I forgot to tell you this. I was offered a job like 3 months ago, and the only reason I rejected it because it was all the way in the south. It was night shift, and I would be getting paid minimum. Or sorry, not minimum, $15.50.
The days of I never see the day that we'd be crying to work. Just remind you, like a couple years ago, I feel like job hopping was an actual thing. I feel like it still is a thing. I feel like it was so easy to work a job, and if you just disliked it and just hated it, it was just so easy to find another job. Do you guys remember that? I know, I damn sure remember that. The good old days. You know. But now we're here. And we're all screaming on the inside because it is damn near impossible to find a job. So, yeah.
I literally lost my studio because I didn't want to pay $1.5 every single month. I haven't really lost hope, but I don't know, you're supposed to make connections, so if there's literally anyone who knows of a job, this is like one of my chances, so please just, I don't know, I have a good resume, I think. This is pathetic.
I don't get how there are people out there that say like nobody wants to work, yet there are people like me who graduated almost 2 years ago and have submitted over 1,500 job applications.
Damn!
And I still don't have a job. I've been doing like side work and social media and stuff to pay the bills, but if it wasn't for that, I'd be homeless. I'd probably be homeless, completely broke. But 1,500 job applications, and I've gotten maybe 20 or so interviews, I guess. I've been to the second round a whopping 5 times in 1,500 job applications, or 1,200. I don't even know. I stopped counting after 1,000. But in 2025, I'm boggled that anyone is getting a job in this market.
And see, people do want to work. I'm shocked, and what I can literally commend is the fact that you were still willing to find other sources of income. You know, you were doing social media and you were doing side work. You know, maybe you're supposed to be doing that. it's just at this point, man, after 1,500, man, after the 20th one, I'm kind of like over it. So that's why it makes me seem like it's something that's going on nationwide within these companies that are just not hiring more people. Like I'm telling you, we're living in a unprecedented, unpredictable time. We don't know what's going on with our relations with other countries or whatnot, and that could be affecting goods, we don't know nothing. We don't know the whole nine. All we know is that it's damn near impossible to find a job. And this is post-pandemic, so I don't know. Maybe, like I said, maybe for all of you out there who have this same situation going on, maybe it's your time to start a business. Work on your gifts and your talents. Start putting them into fruition. Start a YouTube channel. Start a side hustle. Find some way to create passive income. If that's what it means, if these jobs have turned their back on you, it's time for you to adapt and try something else. Because we can't sit here and wait on these job markets to wait for the perfect moment. We got people to feed. So I say we got to take another direction. If point A ain't working, we gotta go to plan B. We gotta go to plan Z at this point, but it's still a backup plan. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's what they used to say growing up. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
People are still saying that nobody wants to work. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a master's degree and I can't even get a job. College is a complete scam. Do not go. Save yourself the money.
How did you afford to quit your job? Oh my God, how are you living now? How are you going to pay bills? Because I was underpaid at my job. After 5 years of being in the education profession, I was making $55,000 a year. I was underpaid at my job. I now make that amount of money in 3 days a week working as a server. And if I went to a high-end restaurant, I'd be doubling that. So this whole thing of like, how are y'all gonna pay your bills? Y'all? I was not making a lot of money before, let me tell you something. And to me, I am ready to forgo security for a short amount of time to see where this road takes me. And I know that I'm not committed to anything, and at any point in time, I could return to a field, I could start something new. There are possibilities out there. Do not condition yourself with fear. Love you.
Here are 3 things to lie about when you get a new job.
That's
Number
cool.
1, you have kids, no matter what. Those doctor's appointments, that equals a lot of days off. Number 2, you have 2 sets of alive grandparents. It's 4 funerals that you could attend if you need a day off. And last but certainly not least, you're a team player.
Nah, if you gotta lie just to get days off, it's not that serious. I don't believe speaking things like that, like especially when it comes to lying just for a damn job. Like, no, tell the truth. And if the job doesn't meet your criteria or meet your needs, go to the next job if you can find one. But you shouldn't have to try to come up with all these damn stories, and no, nobody got like that. That's harder than actually working the job. So
say this with me. Your pay level needs to match your stress levels. You should not be more overwhelmed and more burdened down than the person who owns the company. The sooner you realize that there are going to be some issues and concerns that you will not be able to fix, only the people at the top can, the sooner you're going to be able to keep your peace. So yes, go to work hard, but leave the problems at work. That ain't your company.
Did you ever notice that some people...
Facts! For the ones who didn't hear it in the back, leave your problems at work. Go to work, do your job, and go home. If we can find one. But that's what I try to tell everybody, and that's the approach. Everybody treats jobs like as if it's like their second household. Don't carry the problems. If a job is too stressful, your mental health is the most important thing. Yes, you do want to work. If you don't work, you don't eat. But if a job is interfering for you to function on a day-to-day basis and it's messing with your energy, sometimes you got to try something different. I don't think that's worth the sacrifice, because your mental health is more important than you making or earning more money at a company. So She was speaking the facts. She was speaking the facts.
People in the workplace, the ones that don't do anything, they cause trouble, they do the minimal amount of work. They don't even show up some days. Did you ever notice how they're rewarded? They're rewarded by being removed from certain projects, by being removed from bigger things that require responsibility. And their reward is they get to stay in their chair and do nothing. And those that pick up the slack, their reward, more stuff put on their plate, and then management wonders why they're so stressed out. And they sit in the chair because management does.
This must have been going on with Susan. I could see this. See, Susan is fed up. She had enough of it. I can see a fed up woman from a mile away. This woman is fed up. She probably just walked out, told him to kiss her ass. I don't know what just happened with Susan, but Susan going through it. So Susan sounds like she been busting her ass, putting all this work in through a company that probably didn't want to pay her no mind, care about her mental needs, her emotional needs. All they cared about is how much work she can get done and how fast she can get it done. That's what a lot of these jobs are. Sometimes you're just a number at some of these jobs. A lot of these jobs, they don't care. That's why it's just like people with all these 2 weeks notice. Hey, let me put in a 2 weeks notice. No, like you ain't gonna put in a 2 week notice to fire me. Why do I need to put in a 2 week notice to quit? It's like the feeling is mutual.
Doesn't know what to do. Instead of doing what they should do is by showing them the door, they keep them in their chair, and then they give all the responsibility to the nice people that want to do their job and want to go home at the end of the day, but management doesn't show them that they have value.
Yeah, Susan's
they just
right.
say,
She said that,
shit
but
done because this dude has to stay in his chair. So if you're good and you do all your work, you get rewarded.
She throwed up gang signs. Yo, Susan had enough, bro. She fed up. This is Susan's crash out of 2025 right here, bro. When you see a white woman doing this, hitting them with the gang signs, that's how you know she fed up. Yo, I feel for you, Susan. I feel for you. Me and you both. You deserve better. And it looks like with the personality you have, maybe you should start a TikTok, start a YouTube. You know, maybe there's some real people out there that will appreciate you instead of these jobs who's just going to look at you as another number. I feel for you, Susan.
Buckley's work, who didn't do the work. So what you have to do is you have to get out, because it will suck away your mental health. You won't feel valued, and quite frankly, you deserve more. So, I'll see you.
Yo, she hit that. She said so. Yo, Susan on tilt right now, bro. Y'all better stop playing with Susan. Y'all better stop playing with Susan.
Tell me what you guys think about this video below. A lot of people are sick and tired of this job market and are feeling the pinch in the economy with high groceries and high rent.
Nice. Well, that just wrapped up today's video. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all comment below. Is the job market getting harder? I think it is. I literally think it's damn near impossible to find a job right now. It's one of those things that we don't know why, and I don't know if we'll ever find out and get the answers that we deserve. But, you know, sooner or later, we just got to adapt, and we got to just keep moving forward. So that wraps up today's reaction video. I'm going to be doing a little bit of more reaction videos later on today. We're going to start diving into so many different things, bro. It's not even funny. We're going up all 2025. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all comment right down below and subscribe to the one and only Turn Me Up Tony. It's been a pleasure. Y'all be safe. Y'all have a good one. And I just want to give all praises to the Most High God and His one and beloved Son, Jesus Christ. Until next time.